Hi guys, Alex here with Turf Addicts, where I give you guys tips, tricks, and product reviews to help you have a better yard. Now today, as you can see in my ear, we're talking about earphones or headphones, however you want to call them. I'm going to do a review on the ISOTunes, also compare them to these other products here. You got your standard Apple headphones that come with most phones, although the new phones do not come with these. With the plug-in, LG tones, these are a little different. They go above your head, individual, over the ear, and the Apple Airpods. Let's get into it. All right, so let's talk about the ISOTunes. These are the ISOTunes Free is what they're called. They call them the Free because there are no wires and you can move freely with these. Now, they also do have a microphone on them, and I'm actually using one right now to film this portion of the video. But I'll talk about the features of this one here in a little bit. I just want to kind of show you the different variations that we have. They are all a little bit different. The only two that are the most similar are the AirPods and the ISOTunes Free. So these are just generic over-the-ear headphones. These are going to be your Apple headphones that came with the Apple phones. These are called LG tones. This right here wraps around your neck, and then each individual one goes into your ear. And then you've got the ISOTunes Free. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to talk about and do a quick review and comparison on are the Apple headphones that come with your phone. Now, I say Apple, but even if you carry an Android, more than likely your phone came with a pair of headphones that are corded. So all of this will be the same whether you have an Android or an iPhone. But let's talk about some of the pros and cons with this versus some of the other ones, and especially the ISOTunes Free. So right away, the biggest pro with these is they're free. They came with the phone. You don't have to go out and buy anything else. It already came with your phone. And it also plugs right into your phone, which is great. So another pro of these is they're a lot harder to lose. You've got a full wire that plugs into your device, and you can wrap it underneath your shirt. You can go over your coat. You can have your phone in your pocket, sitting on the bed next to you, and it just plugs in to the bottom, and you're good to go. It also has a microphone, although it's not the best microphone. It does an okay job. So let's talk about some of the cons. Right away, the biggest con, as you can tell with it sitting right here, is this is a mess. Almost every time you want to use them, you're going to have to untangle them, and you're going to just deal with a ball of mess. Also, this is a lot harder, in my opinion, to travel with. If you put it in a book bag, you're going to have to dig around, find it, and then again, you know, maybe you're sitting in a car or an airplane, you're going to have to spend a few minutes just untangling them. Also, since they are free, they do tend to tear in a few different spots, typically. Now, I have only used these a couple times, but they usually tear right here on the bottom and right here on the top. So they're not the best quality as far as durability goes, so that would be one of the biggest cons. Another con for me is the actual quality you're getting with the sound. It's not very good. Not only your listening sound, but if you're trying to use it as a microphone, I mean, it sounds muffled. It is not very good. And again, probably why they're free. And for Apple specifically, the new phones do not come with these. Now, I don't know if that's a sales tactic to try to get you into some AirPods, but in my opinion, it's because the quality is junk, and most people, if they do use them, it doesn't last very long, or people don't use them at all. So I put this last on the list. I put this number 5 on the list. Okay, number 4 on the list. Now this is an off-brand, but I'm going to be speaking over the headphones in general here. So pretty straightforward. These go over your ears. Volume button, power, charging port on this side. So this does connect via Bluetooth. There are no wires, which is a big pro. The other pro is you can see the battery life on them. You just tap it and it'll blink, or you can press and hold it and it'll give you color codings on if it's charged or not. If it's fully green, it'll be charged. If it's yellow, it needs to be charged, and red is completely dead. It does use the Android charger, so if you have an Android phone, you'll be able to just use that same one to this one. Not the newer Androids, some of the older ones. Also, volume knob is on here as well. Just slide it up and down. And some of the pros on this one, honestly, in the wintertime in Southern Illinois here in the Midwest, this is really one of my go-tos when it's really cold. And I just want to do something quick in the yard or quick outside, because it keeps my ears warm and I don't have to wear like a stocking hat or anything like that. So I do gravitate towards these in the winter for short-term jobs. So if I'm out there for 10, 15 minutes, maybe I just want to go out and do a quick grill or something like that, I will gravitate towards these. But that's about it. The cons, or another pro, I guess, would be it does tell you the battery life. So when you turn it on, it'll say battery medium or battery low or please charge. So that's another great thing. And that's about it other than those. So the cons would be, I mean, they're big and bulky. They do fold up nicely, which is cool. And you can put it in your book bag or something like that. It would be easy to grab if it's at the bottom of a book bag, if you're in an airplane or in a car or something. But other than that, you know, if you were mowing the lawn and you wanted to talk to someone or make sure your mower isn't clogged or anything like that and running properly, you would have to fold them down to the back of your head. But they do stay connected, which is kind of nice. But they're big, they're bulky. Sound quality is pretty good. I would say decent at best. I can't really do a demonstration on what the sound quality would be. But since it's over the ear, it sounds better at first. But then with bass hits and stuff like that, they don't sound all that great. Microphone is actually one of the worst out of these 5 options, even worse than what comes with your phone. And that's a review on these. Now let's compare them to some of the other models. Now, I could say that the last 3 on this list are kind of a tie because they have different pros and cons. So it really just depends on what you are looking for in a pair of headphones. So I'll just kind of go in order of if I had to absolutely rank them, which one I would do third, second, and number 1 pick. Now, my number 3 pick, if I absolutely had to pick, would be these LG Tones. Now, sound quality is good. Again, microphone is not that great. It does catch a lot of the wind, and it is pretty far away from your mouth, so it doesn't pick up a whole lot. I think the microphone actually is on the round part here. Well, that goes on your neck. But again, it doesn't sound that great. Whenever I talk to someone on the phone with them, they do usually say, "What? Can't hear you. You sound like you're going through a tunnel," stuff like that. Even when these were new, which you can tell I've gotten a lot of use out of them. But yeah, the microphone's not very good. Brings me back to a good pro. I mean, I've had these for this is probably my 3rd full mowing season that I've used these for. Now, I did recently get these this season, and I will talk about those a little bit later. But these are the LG Tones. The nice thing about these are you can quickly take these on and off. So what this does is this slides over your neck here, and then you can easily just take it, and it has like a little magnet to put them in there so you don't lose them. Which is nice because that way, you know, if you wanted to talk to somebody, maybe your neighbor was coming outside and you wanted to quickly say hey to the neighbor and talk about something, you could. Or if you wanted to hear what was going on with your trimmer or your mower, you can quickly just put those down, fold them up, and then bam. Some of the other features on them are pretty similar to what the over-the-ear is. It does tell you how much battery life. Also, this right here does show in colors on what it is. Also, you've got, or how much battery it is. You also have a play, volume buttons here, and next, and so on and so forth. And this part is over your neck so that you don't have to dig in your pocket to get your phone out. you could easily just hit next or play or pause, and then you go from there. The charging port on them is the same as what your Android phones use, which for me isn't really a con that I've got to use a different charger. As you guys see, I do use an iPhone, so it is a different charger, but for me, it's not a big deal. Most of these come with some sort of cord that you just plug into your block. So that's their LG Tones. Now let's compare them to the other two options. Okay, and number 2 on this list, if I absolutely had to pick, I would go AirPods. Reason being, mostly for the battery life. The battery life on these, I find myself needing to charge them a lot more frequent than I need to charge the ISOTunes. Sound quality is pretty good. The mic is pretty good. But my biggest gripe would be battery life. Sometimes if I'm in the yard, maybe doing a lot of leaves or something like that, I might actually need to stop, put them in here, and kind of let them charge. But it's pretty nice because this case will charge them. You don't have to have it plugged in to be charging the headphones. They will store a little bit on here and charge them that way, which is kind of nice. The other part that I like for me specifically, because I have an iPhone, is it does use the Apple charger to charge these up. So I have one in my truck. I've got one next to my bed. I've got one in the living room. I've got a charger all over the house. So it's pretty nice if I just want to put those in and, you know, give them a quick charge. But that could also be a con because you might not remember where you put them and on which charger, but to each their own. So battery life would be my biggest gripe. Sound quality is really good on the ear. Microphone actually does a pretty good job of removing the noise that's going around you. So I find myself, this is one of the better ones when talking to someone on the phone. I find myself not hearing from the other person, what did you say? And I don't get any complaints like I do on this one that I'm going through a tunnel. So that's the AirPods. They do connect one on each ear, so you could use one ear at a time and then maybe switch if you're doing like a large project. As far as noise canceling goes, these do not do very well for noise canceling on what's going on around you. But overall, sound is good. It is pretty loud when you're listening to it if you want it to be. Connects really easy on your phone and easy, quick charger. So that would be my second pick on this list. All right, number 1 on the list is the ISOTunes Free. So this would be my number 1 pick if I had to decide between one of these 5 options. And I'll talk about the reasons why real quick. So the plus side is it does come with one of the newer chargers that a lot of the things are coming on. I think it's called the C charger. So it comes with that that you can use on your block, that you can use from your phone and what have you. But a lot of things are moving to this. So it's nice. I do have a few of these laying around the house. And the battery life on this is the best. I mean, even outside of the long battery life I get with you over the years, I find myself charging this, depending on what I'm doing, of course, but maybe once a week, and I use these very often. It also, like the AirPods, does store a little bit of battery life on here. So when it's in this little case, it will charge them as well. Pretty easy to connect as well. All you do is go to the settings on your phone, the Bluetooth, open this up, put one in your ear, and it will blink and tell you that it's connected or not. Another nice thing is you can use one at a time. You don't have to have both headphones in the same time. Now they will both connect and you can listen to both just like you would the AirPods. But, you know, if you wanted to get even longer battery life out of it, you absolutely could use one at a time. The thing that sets this apart from any of the others is this is OSHA approved, and it is the best out of all of these at noise canceling, even these here. So if I have a trimmer or a loud blower or something like that in the background that I do not want to hear, or I don't want to risk going deaf over, you can put these in. Even if you don't even have noise coming through them, it will do a phenomenal job at noise canceling the things around you. Some people that could be considered a con, because I will say these, as far as volume goes, doesn't get quite as loud as what some of the others do. So if you're listening to something like maybe some classical or a song that isn't real loud, it might be a little hard to hear on these particular headphones, which again, it could be a con there. But my opinion, with the plus of battery life, the noise canceling, and they are very comfortable. They've got a padding on here that kind of forms to the ear. As you can see, when I squeeze it, it kind of stays on there a little bit. So it kind of stays on your ear a little bit better. And for me, I must have sensitive ears, because some of these other ones kind of hurt after a while. These and then the AirPods, they don't feel terrible. These are one of the most uncomfortable ones. I think that's why I kind of like them a little bit, is because I can take them on and off pretty easily without losing them, which would be a con on the ISOTunes. If you take them out of your ear, you need to put them back in here or you will probably lose them. But this fits in your pocket really nice, small, and it's easy to take with you. But again, that's kind of my review over the ISOTunes. Battery life, if you're looking for something, great battery life, noise canceling, easy to charge, I would definitely pick up a set of ISOTunes, and there is a link in the description below. Now, quick disclaimer, we are an affiliate of ISOTunes, but I bought these with my own money. ISOTunes did not send these to me, and I just wanted to talk about how great these are. They didn't pay me to say this or anything like that. So if you're interested in trying out a pair, they do also have wired options, although I cannot speak to my review on them. But if you're interested, check the link below, and we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, so there you go. There's a comparison on the 5 different headphone options that are available out there, and a comparison to the ISOTunes. Again, if you guys are interested, check the description and the link below to pick up your ISOTunes free. Now, again, there are some wired versions. If you're interested in those, again, please check the link. Also, this entire video and the mic was filmed with the ISOTunes free using the mic, so you guys can see just how great the quality is in sound. Again, if you're interested, check the description below. It is an affiliate link, so we greatly appreciate it, and we'll be able to build and grow the channel with your contributions. So thank you. Doesn't hurt you guys at all. Just check the link below. But again, I hope this video, as well as all our videos, help you have a better yard. Don't forget to like and subscribe below, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!